It's what they don't have. They compensate for no love. They compensate for no love. Yeah, here's an easier way to describe the problem with compensation. The problem is that uh, there there's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a space inside. And exactly, exactly. They want to fill the hole, and they don't know how to do it. Yeah, yeah. And so they they don't they don't have any good examples or role models in their environment. Um, there's nobody that they can learn from. There's nobody that can really help them because I'm going to say this. I can't believe I'm going to say this. The the, the whole is control, right? The whole is control. What this means is when you know somebody has a hole inside them, you can control them. You can manipulate them because you know that something is not there. You know that something is missing. You know that somebody has pain inside, that something hurts. That's how gangs work. You know, groups of young men. That's how gangs work. They look for children with holes inside them, with no love at home. And they say, come into the group, come into the gang. Look, we are your community. We are your family. We are here for you. If you have a problem, come to us. We will help you. And at the beginning, they do. At the beginning, they give help, they give friendship, they give support. But it's only because they want something in the future. They want the person to join the group. They want the person to be in the gang. They want the person to be part of the club. And this is how they get new people. That's how it works. That's gang mentality. And so it's easier to get children from broken homes because there's a space, there's a hole inside of them, and everybody has a little hole inside of them. Everybody has one, and if you are surrounded by people who love you, they help you. They help you with this. They help you to fill the hole with the right kinds of emotions and feelings and understanding. And if you are surrounded by the wrong kind of people, they tell you they help you, but they don't really help you. You know, because they know where your weakness is, your kryptonite. You know this the character Superman, right? He has this green rock that can kill him, and the green rock is kryptonite. And there's everybody has some kind of kryptonite inside them. Everybody has some kind of weakness inside them. And yeah, it's very difficult. A lot of children in Britain come from single parent families. Now, think about this. Think about this. Single parent family. Single parent family. Single parent family. You cannot be a single parent and be a family, because family means two parents, mother and father, and child or children. Yeah, yeah, and we yeah, we use this phrase all the time. Oh, he comes from a single parent family. Like it's a family, but it's not. It's not a family because you can't be a single parent and, yeah, yeah, it's a half a family. Yeah, it's half a family. Absolutely. So when we say single parent family, it's like it's okay. He has family, but he doesn't. He has only one parent, and one parent is, yeah, yes, super mom exists, right? There are women who do amazing things, but at the same time, I think super mom needs super dad, and yeah, yeah, they can, so that they can work together to solve the problems. I think so. Um, yeah, it's difficult for children in the modern world. Sometimes everything works, sometimes you can see how, imagine life is a high wire. Okay. The circus, right? You know what a circus is, right? In the circus there's this rope or the line or the wire, and somebody walks across it. Yeah. This is called the high wire. The high wire. Now, life is a high wire, and everyone is walking along the high wire. And the most difficult and dangerous high wire is childhood, growing up, being young. That's the most dangerous. And under the high wire, there's a net. Yeah. Now the first net is family. The first net is family. So that if the young person falls, they're caught in the first net. Now, if you don't have your mother, if you don't have your father, if you come from a broken family, if your parents are divorced or whatever happened, then the first net is not there. And sometimes you have a mother and a father and the net is not there because they're not good. They don't look after, the parents don't look after the children, they don't take care of the children. Um, and so sometimes the first net is not there. So there's a second net. And the second net is school. The second net is school. If the mother can't help and the father can't help and the family can't help, then school. School will catch them. School will help them. School will be there for them. The teachers and maybe some of the older students can help them. So school is the second net. But sometimes school doesn't work for the children. And there's no school net. So then they have the social net, which is the way that society is organized, or different charities and other groups that help people who have problems. They help young people with social problems, or if they're criminals or they have addictions or things. There's the social net that tries to help them. And if the social net doesn't catch them, right, that's that's the end, or negative future, or prison, or just a series of bad experiences. Um, so so the first net is the family. The second net is the school, and the third net is the social structure and the social services. So we have a lot of things in society that can help. That we have a lot of systems that are there for young people, and these things are here today. And if we go back in time 100, 200 years, these things were not here. There was nothing. There was nothing for these young people. So it's a very theoretically, it's a very positive structure for society. It's very positive for the children that if they can't get help at home, if they can't get help at home, they can get help at school. If they can't get help at school, they can get help somewhere else in the locality. Um, and so it's very positive. There are a lot of things in society that are here to help people, and this is, I think, one of the reasons why Europe is a good place to live and relatively peaceful, and people have a generally good standard of living here. If you compare Europe to the rest of the world, if you compare Europe to South America, Europe is better. You compare Europe to Africa, Europe is better. Compare Europe to the Middle East, Europe is better. Probably because we dropped bombs all over the Middle East, but there we go. Europe is still better. Compare Europe to Russia, Europe is still better. Compare Europe to China, Europe is still better. Compare Europe to Asia. Yeah. Question mark. Question mark there. But we have a lot of networks to help children and young people if they have problems. And generally, this is very good. And this is why, although I talk a lot about the negative parts of this system, in general, I think that is positive. I think that it is positive. It's good. So positive. Yay! Positive ideas. But there's always chicanery. There's always children who are pushing the limits, pushing the borders, learning how far they can go before somebody will say, stop, don't do that. Which is what children do. The children do things until people say stop. And then when people say stop, they have a border, they have a line, they have a limit. And where parents don't have borders, they don't have rules, the children don't learn rules. That's why rules are extremely important. That's why playing sports is important, because you learn rules. You learn the rules of the game. And you understand that you must follow the rules or you can't play the game. And then you learn that everything has rules. School has rules, sports have rules, society has rules. And a lot of them are different. You go from different country to different country and you meet a different set of rules. You go to Holland, you can smoke marijuana. You go to other countries, you can't. You go to Germany, you can drive fast. In other countries, you can't. And that's what makes school a little bit crazy, is that you have all these different children from all these different families with all these different rules. And you put them together